It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. In a few moments, we'll be sending you out to Miami as the Heat go up against the New York Knicks. Looking at the Knicks, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Wizards. That game was high scoring. Tonight, they'll need to be better defensively. And Kenny, we have lots to talk about. One thing coming up on the horizon, the trade deadline. Front offices have had time to evaluate rosters. What are your feelings about blockbuster in-season trades?
Huge deals are rare in the season, Ernie. You know,
Huge deals.
Huge deals. You know, but typically they come in the offseason because teams have time to nurture and bring them together. But there have been some great trades in mid-season. So you can find new life right after the trade deadline, a la Clyde Drexler, the Houston Rockets, to get us our second championship.
Good point. New players would be slow to acclimate. But, Ernie, I think at times you risk disrupting chemistry.
Sometimes worth the risk and sometimes not.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like a nut, and sometimes I don't.
Kevin Harlan, take it away.
It's an Eastern Conference battle at the American Airlines Arena here in Miami, Florida, as the Heat look to work the home court advantage and get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will join us momentarily from the sidelines. The Knicks swing into this game as part of their continuing road trip. This has been a tough stretch of games for them, fellas, losing their last 4.
Over the course of the season, they'll see these guys 4 times, and they've already dropped the first game. So this is a get-back game. I think confidence-wise, they need to get the win here.
And maybe tonight they come in with a bit of a fresh look, something maybe their opponent hasn't seen from them, try to shake things up just a little bit.
And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Well, guys, Kristaps Porzingis was taken with the 4th pick in 2015, and he was considered a project then. But he's shown himself ready, and part of that has been his mentality. He said, they thought I was afraid, but that's not who I am. I'll never back down from anybody. If I want to succeed, I can't be scared of anybody. I've got to be fearless out there on the court. Kevin?
Thanks, GA. And what's scary is Porzingis is only going to get better. That kind of fearlessness will help. And Brent, with the grind of the season really upon us, we're about halfway through. Is this the point where the bench helps a team be better, be a bigger factor in going forward from this point?
Yeah, there's no doubt about that, Kevin. It's a great point that the depth of your team at this point in the year is something where coaches who feel confident about being a contending team, that they know they can rely on these guys to come in and bring the juice every night competitively.
And it's good, 2 points.
Showing some initiative there.
Yeah, he takes advantage of what the defense is providing him, and that's the first bucket of the game.
We've got a chance here to set the floor. Curtis Gatorade all fueled up and ready to go for this one. Setting the floor for the Knicks. Emmanuel Mudiay out there with Ntilikina. Then it's Enes Kanter. And there's Porzingis. And it's Hardaway in at the 3 slot. It's off his foot. And they're saying he kicked the ball. Now here's Mudiay. He's guarded by Dragic. Mudiay kicks to Hardaway. It's deflected. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Porzingis with the block, but they'll get another chance. Richardson the pass to Dragic. Right side a screen. Dragic dishes to Whiteside. Another shot. Count it.
You have to do a lot of things defensively to prevent Hassan Whiteside from scoring. He is just an Adonis out there. Look at that body, and still gets those shots to go like he did there.
Now here's Moutier. 9 points last game. Ntilikina gets the bucket.
Got to give a ton of credit to the screener there. That was a perfect pick to give his teammate the space to knock down the shot.
And the pass to Richardson. Over Hardaway. Richardson, no luck.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to sink.
Porzingis, Moutier. Hardaway passes to Cantor. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Long arms and solid athleticism. Cantor with good physical tools to score in traffic.
Dragic dishes to Richardson. And Olynyk kicks to Whiteside. Over Cantor. Hardaway with the steal. Here's Ntilikina. He's guarded by Waiters. Moutier. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Himself, he just spikes that one away. It's like he's playing beach volleyball.
Porzingis with the block. Goes back up. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. The Heat trail by 4. Waiters on the wing. Go from deep. And it's Waiters again missing. For New York, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
I tell you, Ntilikina has his head on a swivel, always looking to find the open teammate.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Dragic kicks to Whiteside. Shoots over Cantor. Miami no good on that time either. For the Heat, their last game a loss to Detroit.
Yeah, guys, they were forcing it a bit in that one and shot a relatively low percentage because of it.
Well, if I put it on the scale, Greg, the aggressiveness was an 8. The shot selection, a 2. Could have been a lot better.
Here's Dragic. Finished off the break.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Moutier passes to Hardaway. There's a screen by Cantor. Shot clock at 6. Second shot opportunity. That one misses. Good work defensively by Whiteside. Richardson against Hardaway. Dragic with a wide open look. Knocks down the 3-ball. Dragic has got 5 points so far.
Really nice to see Dragic explore that aspect of his game. The catch and shoot Jay is simply deadly.
Left side, Porzingis. It's tipped. Dragic with it. He had a point outing in the last game against Detroit. Whiteside, good.
Not sure if physically you could put Whiteside's game in a nutshell. A guy who hustles and tracks down hard rebounds and then turns them into easy points for his team.
And Brett, you went up against Hornacek as a player and even defended him a couple times. What was it like playing against Hornacek, the player?
Well, I want you to ask Jeff Hornacek if I defended him, because I thought I did a good job, and sometimes the box score didn't reveal it. But what a tremendous shooter, a great off-ball mover, certainly in that system with John Stockton. And if there was any room, Kevin, that I gave Jeff Hornacek, and trust me, there was plenty of times I did that, he was knocking down jump shots. One of the most efficient players in Jazz history.
The Knicks have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. They set the screen. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Now here's Moutier. He's guarded close. Hardaway, no good.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And Waiters kicks to Dragic. Olynyk dishes to Richardson. Screen by Olynyk. With the floater, they recover it. Here's one side, and Cantor pulls it down. The Knicks with the lead. New York moving the ball around. Rebound by the Heat. They beat the Knicks during their last encounter in New York.
Their last game against this squad, they won out thanks to some big contributions from the bench.
Yeah, a few of their reserves got some decent minutes that night, and they took the opportunity and ran with it. A lot of scoring coming off the pine in that win.
Here's Ntilikina. He's guarded by Waiters. There's the pick. Cantor, the pass to Moutier. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
So hard to guard point guards with a change of speed. Moutier there with a nice burst to the basket.
Dragic kicks to Whiteside. Waiters outside. Nailed from three-point land.
And this is what it's all about, guys. The competitive spirit, the energy that we're seeing. This one's got the feeling like it's going to go down the wire.
And if it does, as evenly as these two teams have played here, it's anyone's guess who's going to come out on top.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
And on an ordinary night, guys, I think they would have come out on top. That's just how well they played, but they happened to catch an opposing team at the very top of their game.
Yeah, both teams gave a very strong performance. I think that was a prime example of the home court advantage being just that, an advantage.
Now here's Burke. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. He got right to the cup using that screen. Thomas got it all tied up now for the Knicks.
Right in Thomas's wheelhouse, known for good shot selection. He executes this time on the inside.
Now here's Ellington. Burke covering. Here's Wade, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Clearly a foul. And you look at all the accomplishments, all the great moments from Wade's career. No doubt he is going to the Hall as soon as he's eligible. One of the greatest two guards to ever play.
First one falls for him. And it's shocking when you look at the numbers that Wade has had over the years. He never won an MVP award. Certainly Greg played like in some of his seasons.
But the rest of the accolades are there for D. Wade. All the trips to the All-Star game, the first team, all defense, the all NBA teams. But most important to him and his legacy are the 3 NBA titles.
And he makes both free throws. Brent, when you were playing, your ability to pass and shoot, and you were 6'7", really a positionless player before the term became popular. You could play so many ways, in so many different positions all over the floor. I would think that would fit today's game perfectly.
Well, it's nice of you to say, Kevin. I'd like to think that I was a bit of a switchblade player, especially the way the offenses now are expanding to the three-point line and giving guys with creativity a lot of room to operate. And if the first available shot's an open 3 for a guy on your team, I could probably sink my teeth into something like that.
You like positionless basketball? Why do you like watching it now?
Well, that's the way I play defense, Kevin, positionless.
Winslow dishes to Johnson. Count that one. And the Heat lead by 4.
Yeah, there's a good indicator of Winslow and his feel for the game. I like how much he makes a concentrated effort to get the ball right there to the open man.
Now here's Beasley. 11 points for him in that last game against Washington. Lee outside. Thomas against Winslow. That's a 2 from Lee. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
Courtney Lee's shot looks pretty good right now. The defense cannot let him get any more comfortable.
Ellington, the pass to Wade. And O'Quinn sends it back. And he recovers it. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Beasley sets a screen for Burke. Missed inside.
And that's just good offense. Surprised he blew that one, and the defense is too.
Wade against Lee. Wade passes to Adebayo. Now here's Winslow. Tight defense on him. Elbow shot, and the jumper is good. Winslow's got his first 2 points of the night.
Winslow's jumper coming along, a great sign for the organization to see his improvement.
Burke kicks to O'Quinn. They set the pick. Passes to Lee. He dishes it to Burke. Outside for Thomas. It's good. The assist that time from Burke. Thomas got 5 points so far.
Well, when Thomas is able to set his feet, the percentages and the points go up.
Ellington dishes to Johnson. Thomas against Winslow. Pass to Adebayo. Lets it go with a three. Winslow's shot is off.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Beasley with a screen on Johnson. Burke kicks to Beasley. That gives them the lead. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Pass to Adebayo. Winslow against Thomas. Winslow kicks to Ellington. Buries it from 3-point range. Ellington's got his first 3 points of the game.
There's a chance he could go for a big game if they don't D him up on the perimeter.
Pick by O'Quinn. Burke, the pass to O'Quinn. Lee outside. Feeds to Beasley. Over Johnson. A second chance effort. Headshot off. Wade with the defensive effort.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of
There's 31 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Burke dishes to O'Quinn. The feed to Beasley. Pick by O'Quinn. Thomas kicks to Beasley. New York moving the ball around. A shot's good from O'Quinn.
If there's enough room, O'Quinn not bashful about pulling the trigger. He caught that one as soon as he caught it.
Here's Wade. They get the rebound. Adebayo. Excellent D there from Beasley. It's all tied in Miami. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And forward James Johnson battled his way back into the league after some stints abroad. He talked about his approach to the game.
I play the game how it's supposed to be played. I play offense, I play defense, I rebound, steals, blocks. You know, I'm pretty much that guy who likes to work hard and don't want anybody to beat him out, you know, except the challenge.
That's exactly the kind of hard-nosed, old-school attitude that coaches just love.
Kevin, and so do his teammates. I mean, a guy like that brings out the best in everybody on that team. They just kind of feed off of his effort and desire.
And off we go. A close game now starting the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
I tell you what, that first quarter, you can see the game plan is a commitment to offensive rebounding.
Well, their efforts have been rewarded here after one. Winning the battle over second chance points has them ahead on the scoreboard.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. Vance Thomas out there with Beasley. Then there's Burke. Then there's Kyle O'Quinn. And it's Lee in at the 2 guard. And Courtney Lee, one of the more reliable pros in the NBA.
That might not sound like a lot, Kevin, but coaches are always looking for consistency, things they can rely on from any given player, and Courtney Lee has done that. A two-guard that can defend, can knock down some threes, and isn't going to get outside of himself all that often.
Roof shots.
And the first one drops.
Courtney Lee, the journeyman, continues to excel no matter where it is that he unpacks his bags.
And both free throws good for Lee. And Brent, there aren't a lot of places quite as special as playing here in New York and on this floor. What was it like for you the first time you played against the Knicks in New York?
Unbelievable. I love getting to the big city every year. Amazing to be inside the Garden. I have to tell you, Kevin, one of my favorite things was to walk to the New York Knicks opposing team locker room and see the poster of Frank Sinatra outside the locker room. He did it his way, and we ended up doing it ours.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Emmanuel Mudiay spent a year in China prior to the NBA rather than playing in college. A lot of people respect what he did while he was over there. He said, being in a foreign country, everything is different. It made me mentally strong. Now in the NBA, he said, you've got to have confidence because every point guard in this league can play. You've got to keep that edge and be prepared at all times. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Mental fortitude is critical, especially when you're a young player in this league. New York trailing. Here's Thomas. A slam dunk by Thomas.
Well, Thomas playing a bit bigger now at the rim, gets up there and throws it down for the high percentage too.
Miami's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Ellington the pass to Johnson. Wade kicks to Ellington. The dish to Johnson. Inside, clock at 6. The Knicks pull it in.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint. Now that's a great move to get to the hoop. Awesome finger roll finish.
For Miami, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. And O'Quinn sends it back.
Good reach by O'Quinn, getting to the shooter and reading when he was releasing it.
Here's Burke. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Over the past couple years, Brent, we've seen coaches like Steve Kerr and Brad Stevens take more of an even-tempered approach. Could that become a coaching trend going forward?
Well, I like that both Steve and Brad have some very good players. That would keep me calm too, Kevin.
Yes, it would. You begin right there. I agree.
Yeah, I think we're seeing a shift in what it is that the generation of the younger players has grown up with. That have the ability to communicate always, Kevin, are going to come out on top. They get their message through, they keep their team positive, and they keep their environment pointed in the direction that is moving forward.
Excellent. Brent, one of the tougher things a franchise can go through is
well, the Heat have done a pretty good job, especially with how much incredible attention surrounded the big three that was formed down in Miami behind LeBron James, Chris Bosh, and their franchise player in Dwayne Wade. So most teams blow it up and it takes 7 or 8 years to get back to any kind of prominence, but with Eric Spoelstra and Pat Riley in the fold, the Heat have remained competitive and have some young players to build around.
Richardson, good.
Now, some guys have a hard time finding their teammates in those possessions. Dragic is always looking to dish to get it to the open man.
Cantor with a screen on Dragic. Pass to Ntilikina. He feeds it to Cantor and stolen by right side. Waiters gets a wide open look. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. The Knicks with the lead. Now Burke. Porzingis sets the pick for Burke. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession. A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for the Knicks.
And the one thing that jumps out at me when I look at that shot chart is just how little scoring they get from out above the free throw line extended 3-point range. They've got to get more points from out high if they want to improve their offense.
For Miami, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Waiters dishes to Dragic. Screen by Olynyk. Dragic kicks to Olynyk. 6 on the shot clock. Unloads from 13. Here's Whiteside. The Knicks pull it in. Kanter's got his 5th rebound in this one. And here comes the break. Ntilikina can't hit.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Completely lost focus. You can't get 2 steps ahead.
Dragic against Hardaway. And he uses the glass on the layup. Hardaway has got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Whiteside, and it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Well, whenever Whiteside has a chance to dunk, man gon' dunk.
Screen by Porzingis. Moutier passes to Porzingis. Inside, Kanter. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss. Whiteside's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That's his first foul. Dishes it to Richardson. Over Hardaway. Goes back up. And it's laid in by Whiteside. Whiteside's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
There's a screen by Kanter. Here's Hardaway. Contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. They get Hassan Whiteside.
And Tim Hardaway Jr., the son of a former all-star point guard. Junior, not maybe the same ball handler his father was, but he can sure fill it up. And I really feel like he's established his niche in the NBA.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Hardaway. And Hardaway Jr., a 6'6" shooting guard out of Michigan. Talk about his game a little bit for us, Greg. Analyze where he is.
Above average in terms of his athletic ability, improving defensively, and right now he's playing off the ball, whether spotting up or filling the lane. I think this guy's got a chance to be special. He's passionate, and boy, does he compete.
That one misses. Brent, you played briefly with the Heat. What was it like coming to this team mid-season and getting to play with a player who is revered by Miami fans in Alonzo Mourning?
Well, the thing that I always thought about with Alonzo Mourning was the intensity with which he played with, and to watch his approach both in practice and in his preparation to get ready for big-time basketball was the most impressive part of having an opportunity to suit up with a Hall of Famer in Alonzo Mourning.
On the free throw, no good. Hey, Brent, you and I were talking about the toughest players in the league just a minute ago. It's easy to go right to physical attributes, but let's shift it. And who are some of the toughest guys mentally in the game now?
Well, those guys who are thinking out there on the floor, not only about what they have to do, Kevin, but getting their guys lined up and into right spots. I think that Marc Gasol does an incredible job of that in Memphis, especially as the center, knowing all the coverages, backing up the line of defense on pick and rolls, rebounding, outletting, scoring. That's a lot of work for a big guy. And the elite guys that we could talk about, Kev, Chris Paul and LeBron James. I mean, how good are those guys when it comes down to making sure that things are communicated between the coach and that all 5 guys know their responsibilities on the floor?
I bet if it can come from the back end, like you said with Gasol, what about a guy like DeAndre Jordan, who I think has really tried to improve that part of his game?
I think there's a lot more appreciation for how much DeAndre Jordan does, especially the way that he contributed to the USA team.
And he makes both free throws. So many things that Porzingis brings to his team, the excitement, the energy on both ends of the floor.
You wonder for KP if the steps and strides that he can make once a team is solidified around him can be even greater. If that effort is consistent from everybody on the team, this guy is one of the top rim protectors in the league and fearless on who he'll challenge if they come into the paint to throw shots away.
And mostly with Whiteside on the offensive end, he's there to clean up the misses, finish a play with a dunk.
And the footwork of Whiteside continues to improve. He does a really good job of shielding the ball when stepping through towards the rim and gets himself in great position to collect lobs when the guys on the perimeter find some space in the gaps. And that's a huge target to throw the ball up to.
And that one misses.
Nice stroke from the line by Whiteside. You know he's only going to get better from there with some practice.
Moutier dishes to Cantor. And Whiteside sends it back. Outside Dragic. He kicks to Olynyk. Waiters outside. Baseline jumper. The offensive rebound. No good there. New York trailing. Here's Ntilikina. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
Well, you can see the confidence in Moutier there on that move and still gets that shot to drop in after contact.
There are a fair amount of explosive point guards in the league, and Moutier is right up there with the best of them. Brent, the way he can just blow by a guy and rise up is incredible for a guard his size.
Yeah, Moutier can cover a lot of space with just one dribble, so take up the ground that's being offered up to you by your defender. It's just tough to remain consistent with that kind of shot attempt night after night over the top of defender and with contact. We'll see as he progresses how that goes.
Nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Miami's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Dragic kicks to Richardson. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Richardson's got the game tied up here for Miami.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Kicks it to Cantor. They set the screen. Moutier passes to Cantor. That's another miss. Number 4. He's 2 for 6 shooting. The Heat shooting with 42% accuracy in the second quarter. Here's Dragic, and the layup's good off the glass. Dragic has got 9.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Now here's Moutier. He's guarded by Waiters. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. And with Moutier, although he is a heavy rotation player, Greg, he is still somewhat of a project long-term.
You know, it isn't always easy to be patient with Moutier, but that's what is needed. Slowly improving his efficiency, which is a big issue for him. You can see the raw potential, but he has a lot of smaller things to clean up.
Miami trailing. And Waiters kicks to Whiteside. Whiteside a screen. Outside Dragic. 6 to shoot. Porzingis with the block.
Great anticipation there. Porzingis in the right spot and throws that one away.
He gets it in there. And now a 3-point Knicks lead.
And that's just too easy, too big, too far inside. And that's as simple as it gets.
Right side a screen. Waiters outside. And the pass to Olynyk. Here's the teardrop. The shot, no good. Excellent D from Cantor. Here's Ntilikina. The basket good off the assist from Moutier. And the Knicks lead by 5.
That's exactly what you want Moutier doing. Seeing the open man and firing that pass over to him for the clean look.
Dragic dishes to Whiteside. Screen by Olynyk. Can they get it? That's short off the rim.
Yeah, pretty safe to say that this is the kind of game that you just want to flush as soon as you get done with it.
The shot's good from Ntilikina.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Now here's Dragic. He's got 9. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Waiters outside. Unloads from 13. It's rebounded by Porzingis. The Knicks leading by 7. Passes it to Cantor with the shot. The shot that time not on target.
He's still looking for his shot. Somehow they're winning. They'd like to get him going.
Waiters passes to Richardson. He dishes it to Dragic. Screen by Olynyk. Dragic kicks to Olynyk. Second shot opportunity. And here, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. And he's got his first chance at the line here. And a new group in for the Heat. Johnson, he's checked in for Whiteside. Justice Winslow comes in for Josh Richardson. Dwayne Wade's checked in for Dion Waiters. And Ellington is subbed in for Goran Dragic. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Cantor. Beasley comes in for Porzingis. Lance Thomas, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Lee in for Ntilikina. And that one misses. And one issue that has come up for the Knicks in their quest for success, Brent, is their lack of continuity.
Maybe one problem, Kevin, is that the New York Knicks organization feels just a bit too cliquey between ownership and then management and the coaching staff, and that there just hasn't been the kind of connectivity that you need in order to make things grow organically. It's been very forced in New York City, and until they find that right combination, the struggles can continue.
Wade dishes to Olynyk. Pass to Winslow. And Olynyk kicks to Ellington. They set the pick. Screen by Olynyk. Wade for 3. They get it back. Johnson. And O'Quinn sends it back. And a wide open look for Lee. The basket good off the assist from Moutier. Moutier's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Johnson right side. They double team Johnson. Olynyk has the open look. Sinks the triple. Olynyk's got 5 points so far.
And listen, if you're 7 foot and can shoot threes, there's a place for you in today's NBA. Olynyk has that rare combination.
Now here's Beasley. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Ellington kicks to Wade. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Wade's got his second basket of the night. 56 seconds left in the first half. Out to the right wing. Here's Moutier. Another shot. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. The Heat trail by 7. Beasley with the rebound. Beasley's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Yeah, this is a terrible start for him, and it has to be weighing on him.
And looking at the career of Courtney Lee, has hopped around from team to team a bunch of times and always a valued teammate, but just hadn't stayed on one team for very long.
Take a break. Take a break.
2 shots.
The free throw drops for Lee. And with Lee, you know exactly what you're going to get with this defense and shooting.
And Lee is always going to be a wanted commodity. His ability to defend and shoot aren't easy to find, and you just hope he's able to kind of settle into a long-term situation.
And the Heat making a change here. Adebayo's checked in, and both free throws good for Lee.
Well, it's interesting to watch him because he's putting his body on the line to get to the line. We didn't see this during the first quarter, but he's making up for it here.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Johnson with a screen on Thomas. Now here's Ellington. Burke covering. Adebayo passes to Winslow. The Heat need to get a shot off. Ellington from outside. Knicks with the rebound. Beasley's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Burke. Misses off the right iron.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And we've reached halftime in this one. It's the Knicks ending the second quarter with a huge surge, an 18-7 run. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, what has to happen to pull out the win?
Well, we have to play through some of the tough times, okay, whether it's a missed call or whether missed shots. This is a passionate game, and we got to stay the course.
We'll see what happens. Thanks, Bo. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. For the Knicks, the first quarter was pretty even. Their largest deficit of the period was just 4 points. They were right there within shouting distance the entire time. They really did some damage in the second quarter, and as things started clicking for them, they were able to get out to a 9-point lead by halftime. Hey, big fella, what's your take on New York so far?
They came out with the right mindset. That's what I'm talking about right there. I mean, that's the hard driving offensive approach I like to see. If they keep it up, unstoppable.
And Kenny, what are your thoughts on Miami?
Well, sometimes you get too comfortable playing at home. This team played tonight like it's no urgency. And now they dug themselves a hole, and the energy level to get out of it is going to be extraordinary. We'll see if they come out of the tunnel with some fire in the second half, because they're going to need it.
And that will wrap up our halftime report, as it's just about time for the start of the second half.
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. You look at Hassan Whiteside in this game. Guys, he's everywhere.
And how about that? Already through 2 quarters and some change, he's got a double-double.
Well, it's an impressive performance thus far, but it goes beyond just his ability. Right now, he's just simply outworking the opponent.
The second half just about to get going here. The Heat trail by 9. Dragic and Waiters, they're the backcourt. Olynyk down low with Whiteside. And it's Richardson in at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Now here's Dragic. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Terrific patience around the paint area from Dragic there. Calmly knocks one down from the interior.
Here's Cantor. New York moving the ball around, and the foul called on Hassan Whiteside. That'll be his second foul of the game. Now here's Moutier, guarded closely. 5 to shoot. Over in the quarter, Porzingis. From outside, off the mark. Porzingis has gone 2 of 5 from the floor. And Waiters has it in the corner. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Waiters got 6 points. Oh boy, looks like he was injured there.
And that's the one thing you just really can't control or even guard against, and that's injury.
Yep, you can do all the stretching and all the strength training, eat right, train right, but at the end of the day, it's pretty random.
The Knicks making a switch here. Beasley's checked in. Ntilikina.
And Frank Ntilikina out of France, played pro ball in Germany, and a lot of fans in the U.S. might not be as familiar with him, but for NBA execs and scouts, that's their job. Ntilikina has a game worthy of their attention.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And he's kept this percentage at a decent level, right around 74.
And that one falls for Ntilikina.
Have to appreciate the way that the Miami Heat team plays defensively. They're aggressive on their closeouts and challenges, trying to take away the three-point shot, and the rim protection is right there with Whiteside, so they can funnel everybody right to the big man.
He makes one of two that time.
And Ntilikina, he possesses that unselfishness that really allows his guys to play their best basketball. You gotta love his approach.
Whiteside against Cantor. Now here's Whiteside. Tight defense on him. Excellent D from Cantor. For the Heat, Brent, you can see the effort that they exude each time they step on the floor and set up on defense.
Sometimes having that drive won't mean much on the offensive end, but it shows up in the effort of your ball club on the defensive end. This is a very talented and long group of defenders that can get after you on the perimeter. And if the idea is we're going to use the perimeter guys to funnel everybody towards a guy like Hassan Whiteside, that can be problematic for an offense to score with that kind of activity.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Miami's Eric Spoelstra is known for his focus and his devotion to work. How does he stay centered? Yoga. He said, I like it because you have to keep your eyes on your own mat. If you're not focused on the spot in front of you, you'll fall over. And Kevin, that mindfulness translates across the board.
Mindfulness. That's an interesting way to look at things, D.A. Spo is a great communicator. Knows how to certainly get through to his team. Here's Moutier. The Heat getting the bucket. Feeds it to Cantor. That shot, no good. Rockets with some nice D.
Yeah, maybe the halftime cut into some of that rhythm they had in the first half. So far, 0 for 4 to start the second half.
New York's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And Cantor throws it down.
Using some brute force to take it strong to the rack. Cantor leaving nothing to chance.
The Heat have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Turned away against Richardson. Whiteside sets the bit for Waiters. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Cantor. Goes up off the inbound.
I don't think anybody around the league does this, but a lot of fans do. Eric Spoelstra won 2 championships while in Miami as the head coach of the Heat. Of course, he had the big 3, but he was the one that orchestrated and got those guys to work things out to become title contenders for the years they were together.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And so Olynyk nails both of them. Here's Moutier. 8 points for him. There's a screen by Cantor. Up off the screen.
Oh, yikes.
size and strength advantage of Enes Kanter quite evident on that screen.
And that was Under Armour bringing you that replay. Unleash chaos. And what a play it was. Now here's Dragic. 11 points in the game. Off the screen. That one a little long.
Somehow, some way, he couldn't get that one to fall from in between. Got to take advantage of the weak defense when you can.
One-on-one fast break. The shot will not fall. So New York will take it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That'll be the third game of this 3-game road trip. The Heat trail by 4. Right side a screen. Over Beasley. Right side kicks to Olynyk. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Olynyk's got 10 points in the game.
And a cued in Hassan Whiteside on that play. Great at playing within the offense and then spotting the open man.
Beasley in the post. He's against Olynyk. Here's Hardaway, and so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1. That free throw, no good.
Take a look at the Knicks over the last few seasons, Kevin, and they just haven't gotten anything going. Last year, they thought they were in a good spot with the additions of Rose and Noah, but the team just couldn't string anything together, had a myriad of problems both on and off the floor.
And he's good on the second. Red for the Knicks, they go after big names to try and get a super team together. But unfortunately, they've been getting players on the downside of their career.
I think that's the head-scratching part of all this, Kevin, is that this is New York City, often referred to as the Mecca of basketball, yet free agents have avoided New York. They have not wanted to come and take on the pressure of helping to rebuild the franchise. And many of these issues stem from a disconnect between management and what's going on the floor.
And there are a lot of things to like about Hassan Whiteside's game, but one is his focus on his ability to rebound.
Well, so many nights where you look at the stat sheet and Whiteside collecting 15, 18, 20 rebounds. That is a guy who's dominating the glass, and that can give you confidence as a defender that your big man is going to take care of any miss.
And the free throw, no good. Tries again. It's deflected. Here's Ntilikina. And now a chance to take a look at the shot chart for Miami.
And these sorts of nights can happen. I mean, an extremely rough outing from him in terms of his efficiency. And at this point, the only thing you can hope for is to try to get into some sort of rhythm. Get a couple in a row, try to get to the free throw line, and build some confidence.
And Waiters kicks to Dragic. And there's the feed to Whiteside. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got his 7th assist in the game.
Well, once the ball gets to Whiteside that close to the basket, he knows what to do with it.
New York calls timeout.
And probably the prime memories with the Heat have to be from the Big Three era. I mean, the team has done a great job of transitioning from that era to this current one, but classic example for me of reloading versus rebuilding.
Trey Burke's checked in for the Knicks. All right, we've got a bit of a break now, so here's a look at the league's best defenses. The Heat third.
This is a team that takes pride on the defensive side of the floor. I mean, they play hard and they play together. They are a tough group to score on.
And it's time for an injury report. Let's check in with David Aldridge for an injury update on Porzingis. David.
Thanks, Kevin. I just talked with the Knicks head athletic trainer. He told me that the injury appears to be a strained Achilles. Boy, losing a player like him right now, just a huge blow. They depend on this guy so much, Kevin.
Appreciate that, DA. Well, it's never easy for a player to go through what he's experiencing, Greg, right now.
But it is something that happens to almost every player. He's strong enough mentally to get through it. This we know.
Sometimes off the court, you work harder than you do preparing for a regular game. He'll get himself ready to go. Look forward to when he gets back on the court.
And Greg, credit the Miami Heat front office and coaching staff for continuing to keep this team competitive despite losing several Hall of Fame type players in the last couple of years.
And that is never an easy task for a franchise to go through. But the Heat have stayed in the competitive picture with smart signings and trades, and don't discount the impact Eric Spoelstra has had on that roster.
A reliable finisher who can score in a multitude of ways. Kanter is a tough cover down low.
Right side a screen. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. That one is on Beasley.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
The Heat have hit 4 of 8 from the free throw line so far. Folks, that's 50%. Not great work there. And a new group getting ready for Miami. Adebayo is checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Winslow comes in for Josh Richardson. Wade, he's checked in for Waiters. And Ellington is subbed in for Goran Dragic.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw, good, right side. Here's Ntilikina. He's got 12. Beasley outside. Kanter kicks to Hardaway. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Wade got a piece of it. Here's Ntilikina. Wade is covering. And here's Burke. Here's Kanter. Second chance shot all alone. That's good from Burke on the assist from Enes Kanter.
Like the execution there from Kanter. Usually likes to score, this time with the pass.
Wade on the wing. He's got 6. The dish to Winslow. Hardaway with the steal. Fast break, here they come. Here's Beasley, and he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. And he knocks down the first one.
And coming out of the offseason where the Knicks had a really long to-do list, you knew they were going to shake things up and made some moves in free agency and realized they needed to build around Porzingis going forward.
Johnson, he's checked in for Miami. Beasley the screen. Here's Burke. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And Hardaway gets it to go.
Good decision to kick the ball out as the defense collapsed.
Wade outside. Fades. Knicks with the rebound. Beasley's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Now here's Burke. Ellington defending. Here's Kanter. That one falls coming off Burke's feet. And now an 8-point New York lead.
Yeah, maybe the shot selection in the first half took him out of a rhythm, but in the second half, he's making everything.
Ellington kicks to Wade. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. A different look for New York. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Lance Thomas comes in for Michael Beasley. And Lee's subbed in for Ntilikina.
Hey, yo, wait.
Johnson the screen. Clock at 6. They set the pick. To halt the run. Winslow's shot is off.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Now here's Burke. Hardaway dishes to O'Quinn. And the Knicks good for 2.
And the advantage they have starting to increase. Things are coming together for them at a really opportune time.
Coaches always talk about the first 5 minutes of the third quarter. They have definitely increased their energy level here.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
Yeah, you know, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything going.
Now, coming out of the timeout, let's see if they go for the outside shot or if they look to go inside, try to build some confidence by seeing that ball go in.
The Heat trail by 10. On the wing, Winslow. Back to Ellington. The Knicks pull it in.
Yeah, momentum right now is against them. They're just going to have to figure out a way to ride this one out.
Got to be some consideration here for a different rotation because the matchups right now just not favorable.
Now here's Hardaway. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Thomas a screen on Wade. Just 4 to shoot. Hardaway passes to Thomas. Baseline J on the way. New York's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting.
The team has been excellent using Thomas in a variety of ways here in this game. And then he gets the green light from the mid-range.
Ellington with it. Burke covering. Johnson the screen. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Adebayo with the bucket.
And really the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
And the Knicks with possession here. Burke with it. 1:49 left to play here in the third. The 17-footer. It's good. Burke's got the lead up to 12 now for New York.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
Pass to Winslow. They set the pick. Ellington kicks to Johnson. He feeds it to Winslow. Ellington. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound. New York leading by 12. And it's Hardaway slamming it down.
Oh, a beautiful finish there. Lance Thomas, unselfish and understands his role on that play.
Miami's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Ellington dishes to Johnson. Johnson sets the screen for Wade. Ellington with it. Now Thomas defending. Winslow, the pass to Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets the 3 fly. Out of bounds. New York takes possession. Emmanuel Mudiay's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
Down low. Here's O'Quinn. The rebound by Johnson. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Ellington the pass to Adebayo. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line. The Heat have gone 5 of 9 at the line.
2 shots.
That one is off. He hits the second from the line. 19 seconds left in the third quarter. Now Burke. He has 6. Lee, a screen on Winslow. Burke kicks to Moutier. Over Wade, and the Knicks miss again. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Knicks lead by 13. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. Head coach Eric Spoelstra mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check it out.
All right, put together 3 or 4 stops in a row. Come on, just concentrate on good basketball right now.
Compressing it down to these few minutes, Eric Spoelstra asking his guys to focus in defensively.
And talking to one another, quicker rotations, the help has to be there on time if they want to come up with these stops.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth, they've got Thomas, Moutier out there with Burke. Then it's Lee, and it's O'Quinn in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Yeah, tremendous hustle just to get a hand on that one.
Anticipation, reads the play all the way. So close to a steal.
Clock is at 3. The shot, no good. And the Heat going the other way now.
He's been a little bit disappointing in this game. However, his team has his back. They need a little bit more help from him.
Moutier dishes to Thomas. Kicks it to O'Quinn. Rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got his 3rd rebound on the night. From 12 feet out. Here's Adebayo. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. The Heat making a switch here. Dragic is checked in. That one misses. New York leading by 12. Lee kicks to Thomas. Kick by O'Quinn. Over in the corner, Moutier bangs home the trifecta.
Not shot from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Dragic the pass to Adebayo. Here's Johnson, and that one's on target from the wing.
Like the quick pass from Winslow. Love to see that kind of unselfish play.
New York's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Picked by Lee. Burke kicks to Thomas. Out to Lee. It's hauled in by the Heat.
Yeah, and the effort and anticipation on defense won't show up in the individual stat sheet, but effective.
Yeah, he takes a nice angle on it. He doesn't get the block, but he does alter.
Johnson dishes to Winslow. Johnson sets the screen for Winslow. They set the pick. From deep three-point range, and it's O'Quinn with the rebound. O'Quinn's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. It's deflected. They retain possession. Second shot opportunity. To the wing right side. Moutier kicks to Thomas. Back to Moutier. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. 15 points for Emmanuel Moutier.
He's having a night right now. Credit to the shooting touch, helping his team with the lead.
The Heat trail by 15. Timeout called. The Heat. Watch Kyle O'Quinn play. You see a player who's a solid option off the bench.
Well, at a Norfolk State, Kyle O'Quinn has the kind of size that you would want for that position. I'm not sure necessarily about a skill set as a stretch four out there, but he brings great energy, a nose for rebounding, and comes in and gives you consistent effort.
Yeah, it looked like they tried to shoot their way out of the slump, and that didn't work. They got to go back and regroup.
Well, no matter how hard it's been, you want to stay positive, stay focused, and maybe a couple shots will get you right back in it.
And a new group in for the Heat. Whiteside's checked in for Adebayo. Olynyk comes in for James Johnson. Richardson, he's checked in for Winslow. And it's Waiters in for Dwayne Wade. Then for the Knicks, Enes Kanter's checked in for Lance Thomas. And it's Ntilikina in for Trey Burke. From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address the team. He was not happy with their shot selection, and he let them know about it. He said, we're taking low percentage shots, guys. Space the floor, make the extra pass, and work for those shots in the flow of the offense. Stay with the plan. We'll see if they can get it going.
All right, David, thanks.
Well, Moutier gleaned some space there and then attacked viciously.
Two shots.
He misses the free throw. And he sinks the second. The Heat trail by 14. Right side a screen. Olynyk sets a screen for Waiters. Dishes to Olynyk. And a miss there on the triple.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Moutier pass to O'Quinn, and Kanter wide open. He shoots. New York, no good that time either. Miami's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Dragic dishes to Richardson. He kicks it to Whiteside. There's the pick. Off the screen, and the jam by Whiteside.
Well, sending out the memo to the team, get Whiteside the rock. Everything he's touching right now is going in.
The pass to O'Quinn. New York moving it around. He dishes it to Moutier. Lets it fly. And it comes off the front of the rim. The Heat trail by 12. Dragic kicks to Whiteside. Whiteside a screen. 6 on the shot clock. Waiters outside. Offline from the top of the key.
Well, I like the shot selection. I don't like the shot result. Won't happen much.
Here's Lee. Makes it off the glass. And the Knicks lead by 14.
I love how Lee is rising up quickly in the paint, using his speed to get the shot off before the D has a chance to react.
Outside Dragic. Pulls it up. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound.
Somehow, some way, he couldn't get that one to fall from in between. Got to take advantage of the weak defense when you can.
4-on-3 break. Raiders for 3. The Heat rebound. Whiteside kicks to Dragic. Sinks it from just inside the baseline.
And as Dragic went up on the jumper, he knew the defense was there still. Finds a way to knock that one in.
Picked by O'Quinn. Moutier passes to Cantor. Back to Moutier. Passes it to O'Quinn. And stolen by Whiteside. Waiters on the wing. Looking to get it going. And it's Waiters again missing.
Now that's a shot right there he's going to hit 9 times out of 10. We just saw the 10% he doesn't make.
No good from Lee. The Heat trail by 12. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Dragic against Lee. Whiteside, a screen on Lee. Dragic kicks to Whiteside. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
You hear a lot about rim protection. This is a good example of how valuable it can be.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
Hey, Brent, with the size and speed of NBA athletes, could we see the court widened out at some point, whether it's the lane or even the boundaries widen?
That's a great question, Kevin. I often thought that the league should widen the court to the point where the 23-9 three-point line should be an exact semicircle.
Is the same, yes.
Which would extend the court another couple feet on each end and create more space, more driving opportunities, more room to watch the greatest athletes in the world do what they do best. That's run, jump, pass, and entertain us. So maybe the league looks at it. Right now, I don't think there's any plans for it, but it's a great question.
The Knicks making a switch here. Hardaway's checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And over time, O'Quinn has carved out a nice role for himself, a capable and bruising big.
Right side a screen. Richardson for 3. The Heat rebound.
Yeah, maybe a little luck, maybe a little bit of heart. Both of those at play here. He's getting every offensive rebound.
Moutier dishes to Hardaway. Cantor, the pass to Hardaway. Feeds to Moutier. Back to Hardaway. Pass to Cantor. Outside Hardaway. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. Whiteside. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
Beasley's checked in for New York.
One shot, mind the lanes.
That's good from Cantor. And Greg, with Enes Kanter last season, he had to miss significant time with the broken hand, but his offensive game is something to watch when he's healthy.
He just plays hard. He provides that instant offense off the bench, a great array of post moves to pick from.
Now here's Olynyk. There's the triple. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after it.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Waiters, he's open, and he didn't get quite enough under that one. New York leading by 17. Here's Moutier, the feed to Cantor. And the Knicks miss again. Waiters on the wing. That's in there. Johnson with the assist.
Well, some of Waiters' most efficient numbers come when he's in catch-and-shoot opportunities.
Moutier kicks to Beasley. Loads it up for Beasley. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Absolutely the play in basketball executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Now here's Dragic. Waiters outside. It's deflected.
And boy, you can see his struggles from the field, and I think it's really starting to get to him.
Out to Hardaway. Beasley dishes to Cantor. Goes back up. He takes it up and lays it in. Cantor's got 11 points here in just the second half.
And one of the stories of the second half has been all of those second chance points. I mean, they have been terrific on the offensive backboard.
And the Heat call time here.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Enes Kanter.
And the D tried to get physical with him down low tonight, and it really backfired. Instead, he's just tore them up. He was aggressive, inviting the contact, and really just taking it straight to him.
And maybe him having a game like this will get things turned around for him, because almost nothing has been going their way lately. Justice Winslow, he's checked in for Johnson. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Troy Williams checked in for Beasley. And the shot goes down. That's 10 points for Dion Waiters.
Well, Waiters and confidence, they go together pretty well.
Moutier passes to Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
Yeah, that's pretty much a perfect pass. And that's also alliteration.
The Heat trail by 19. Down low. Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
Now, Dragic can be a great playmaker, and I love how he slings the ball around that time to an open teammate.
Moutier kicks to Hardaway. The dish to Cantor. New York moving it around. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Dragic. Wayne Wade's checked in for the Heat. On defense, Miami. Moutier dishes to Cantor. 6 to shoot. There's a screen by Williams. Moutier, no good.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
And you could try to key in on him, but that's tough. They run plays that routinely give him makeable looks.
Here's Ntilikina. Moutier kicks to Cantor. The basket good off the assist from Moutier. Moutier's got his 7th assist here tonight. The Heat trail by 16.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for New York.
Better shooting from the charity stripe was what made the difference, I think, in this one.
Yeah, the concentration and focus was there, and I think that was what allowed them to win this war.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And with this win now, we're all square, 1-1. 2 more games yet to come in what's proving to be a very competitive season series.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Enes Kanter.
Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game.
Adebayo is checked in for Miami. Johnson comes in for Kelly Olynyk, and the shot is good from Johnson.
Phenomenal use of the body there to free himself up from the defender and get a clean look at the basket.
Moutier kicks to Williams. To the inside. Out to Hardaway. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Winslow. Lays it up off the glass.
And finally hitting their stride. This is the run they needed earlier.
Well, easier to do once the game is on ice, as your opponent sometimes to relax.
Now here's Cantor. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Hardaway with it. Wade picks him up. It's stolen by Wade. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good for Johnson. Now here's Burke. So no problem for New York as they get the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. KP, you guys did a great job contesting shots and disrupting their offense. What did you like best about the defensive effort tonight?
I think from the beginning of the game, we just started off aggressive. We were connected defensively, and that's why we were able to stop them.
You got it done when it counted, Kristaps. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long, everyone.